Good morning, heroes, and welcome back to another. Oh, if I had remembered to do that. There we go. Welcome back to another hardcore challenge here over on Bronzebeard. We're going to make a shaman. They are going to be doing a month-long community-wide hardcore challenge. It doesn't start until 11 a.m. my time, which is in like 2.5 hours. Problem is I have to leave for work by then, so we're going to do a quick little test run, and then when I get home tonight, we'll remake this character doing that hardcore challenge and get back to where we were. From what I understand is if we can make it to max level without dying, we get 500,000 marks of Ascension that can be transferred between any characters. We get uh, uh, what you call it? We get like 500 gold or 1,000 gold, something crazy like that. I mean, it was huge. And then I mean, we get a whole bunch of stuff. We get a mount. Um, and so it's going to be a server-wide, community-wide hardcore challenge. Oh no, somebody already died. Um, and I have a feeling that's what a lot of people are doing right now is they are trying to uh, start testing builds now before it goes live so that they kind of have an idea of what they want to do. I'm going Shaman because I kind of sort of already have an idea of how to build the Shaman into a tank. Um, that does not mean, however, that we are going to be able to do dungeons or any of that jazz. But we will be able to at least... I forgot how much mana these classes take. Holy cow. We will have the ability to self-heal. We'll have the ability to tank, change our skills over to where they do different damage and more damage and all that fun stuff. Let my mana regen just for a second here. So they call this, by the way, World of Warcraft, or Warcraft Reborn is what they call the Bronzebeard server. So it is classic WoW up to basically Wrath of the Lich King talent points for our talent tree, with the ability to do what we call Mystic Enchants. So I know for newer players over on Bronzebeard here, you don't understand what a Mystic Enchant is. It is this right here. So you get a total of 6 blue enchants. We get 3 purple and 1 legendary, and then 1 what do they call these ones? Artifact style. So Mystic Enchants can change how certain skills behave. And kind of to talk about that just real quick while we're running to look for another pig, which there's one there and a couple behind us, I think. But for example, like Lava Sweep at level 30, right? Transforms Lava Lash into Lava Sweep. This ability scales from your Lava Lash modifiers. Lava Sweep. Unleash a fiery sweep of lava in front of you, dealing 100% main hand weapon damages fire damage to your main target and 80% to other targets. If your weapon is enchanted with Flame Tongue, the damage is increased by 50%. If you are using a one-handed weapon, the damage is increased by 25%. So you can get Flame Lash to do a ton of damage right off the rip if we were going with a melee fire build, right? We're going with a tank build, so I know I have some of the Mystic Enchants I want for that particular build. The big one that we're going to need is the one that's going to change our Primal Strike into a more Earth ability that will allow us to taunt, get armor, all that fun stuff. So if I remember correctly, we've now completed all the quests we need. We're going to come over here and pick up Sargoth. Like Earthen Spike at level 15, right? Primal Strike no longer costs mana and summons an Earthen Spike below the target, dealing high threat physical damage to nearby enemies and restores 30% of your base mana. In addition, the cooldown of Primal Strike is reduced by 2 seconds. So we're able to not quite spam Primal Strike. It goes down to a 6-second cooldown, but we're able to do it, and it give us mana back to do our other ones. What's up, Troll Warrior? Alright, so they just took out Sarkoth. What we're going to do is we're going to run over here, pick up the deal, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, just waiting for Sarkoth. The downside is he's a level 4 and we just hit level 2, which is kind of a bummer, but I think we can still take him. I don't think he's that big of a threat. We do have a heal. As you can see, there are 3 specs. Technically, we're going to be going enhancement for the most part, because that's where a lot of our stuff is going to be for tanking, if I remember correctly. But we'll have to look at it. Yeah, we got this. Unless we just completely start foobarring it, we're good. There we go. Took him out. But yeah, so I mean that's kind of where my head's at anyway for this, is going tank. Shaman has always been slightly a little too strong in my opinion in some cases. But you know, it is what it is. Be running a test. Also, I just picked up Smite 2, guys. That is so much fun. If you guys have not tried Smite 2, oh, if you were a fan of Smite 1, go play Smite 2. It is awesome. Alright, we're going to run up and fall down. Level 3. Nice. We're moving and grooving here. As you can see, we are using heirloom gear. I found that going basically sword and board for the tank is probably our best bet. I will need to go check our other character. I'm going to write down everything he's done, because he's like level 44. He was almost done as a shaman tank, so I'm going to go write down what his build is, like what mystic enchants I've been using, and what skill points and whatnot he's doing too, so. Oh.
Go with honor.
Inscribed parchment and stained scorpions. Got it. Almost level 4 already. Love it.
Glory to the Horde. Look.
When we get to a person that we can sell to, we'll check our book and make sure that we can upgrade our stuff.
Strength and honor.
Pick up all these quests.
Loktar.
Talk to me.
What's up, Warlock? I thought about going Warlock, I'm gonna be honest with you. Warlock and Hunter for this challenge, because they both get pets. The pets can sit there and tank for you while you just stand back and do damage. But I figured a lot of people are gonna be doing Warlock and Hunter because of that, to make it a lot safer. I figure if I go this, and if Devin joins, you know, whatever he goes, that's just going to help out even more, because I can tank, I can self-heal, I'll have totems that will boost my armor, or, you know, heal, or do mana, things of that nature. So, it's kind of in the realm of things that I'm trying to make sure that we have capabilities of doing. Alright, so these are back. I'm trying to finish up this quest before we go running off out of town to do the peons and scorpids and all that, but picking up these 2 apples, I'm good with.
What do you need?
Okay, that's done. Now let's see if we can get over to that peon real quick. Oh wait, no, we need to go sell. Empty out our bags real quick. I picked up professions strictly for the XP gain, not for trying to use it to increase gear or any of that jazz. So, strictly for XP. So now we've got our first weapon enchant called Rockbiter. Imbue the Shaman's weapon, increasing attack power by 12. So now we need peons, we need 2 more apples, we need scorpids, vile familiars, and then we come back to town. So. Go.
I can do that.
Okay. I will stop and pick up plants as long as they are on our way. I'm not going to go running out of my way to pick up plants or mining or any of that stuff. I just grabbed both of those professions because they typically give us the most amount of XP and are easier to get to in most cases. Ah! Stop missing. Like, I thought about going alchemy just because I could make mana and health pots, but it's one of those things, like, I can just go buy mana stuff, and later on, once we can get to level 15 and we can get that enchant to where we can just get mana back, it's not that big of an issue, because I can throw a mana totem, I can use that. Like, we'll have a lot of opportunity, excuse me, to keep our mana up. As a quick update, still no word from the dev team on how COA is going with the new Vol'jin server. We're now on like day 5 of the server being down, so hopefully it's, you know, going well. I see the entire dev team working. Like they like all of them seem to be online right now, which for a while was kind of an unusual thing to have them all online. So that implies that they are working diligently to get it taken care of. It's a little frustrating because it's like, come on, man. You've had 5 days and you've made the announcement that there's this huge update coming. Like, what broke that you guys can't get this out? You know what I mean? So far, this is all running very smoothly. I like this. Out of mana, so we just sit here and go boop. We can always go back to town at any point, pick up more. There's that warrior we saw a little while ago, level 7. I wonder if he's got like a scroll or something. Nope. Not that I can see. So I'm not sure how he's level 7 already. And that was our last one. We can now get the heck out of here. We're done with all of it, except for a dangerous sample. You guys know me, though. I like to go, we can grab that one on our way back. We're going to pick up this, pick up the staff, go pick up the sword so that we have more stuff to sell. There we go. Got our first totem. And then we've got Earth Shock, which is always a really good early on spell. So Earth Shock instantly shocks target with concussive force, causing 17 to 19 damage and reduces melee attack speed by 10% for 8 seconds, which is always a plus. Another little level. It's a little Shaman right there. We got a warrior and a dual warrior. All right. I tried the warrior, man. Like, it just seems to go so slow. What's up, other Shaman? Wielding a two-handed axe. Hopefully doing all this will get us to level 5.
Strength.
So I keep the linen cloth because we can use it for first aid.
Greetings.
That's worth 10. Okay, never mind. It's all worth 48. There's level 5. Love it.
Fight well, friend.
Burning Blade Medallion. We now have our Shaman quest.
How you doing, man?
That's one of the other reasons I wanted to pick up Shaman is they do get bonus quests that some of the others do not get. Like Call to Earth. There's usually one for all of our totems. So Call of Water, Call of Wind, Call of Fire. Which is just 4 bonus quests for us. If I remember correctly, Warlock gets something similar. Oh, let's sell and then carry on. Just hit level 5. Almost 6, so...
Speak, friend. May your blades.
Do you sell drink? Yes. That'll be plenty. Because I've got Healing Wave if I need to heal myself, so I don't really need to waste food. Eventually, we will get a skill that will allow us to drop all of our totems at one time, which is really beneficial. I don't think we get that until we're closer to like level 25, 30, something like that, which is kind of a bummer. So then I have to fill up slots with all the different totems that I want to use. So, moving and grooving. All right, so as per usual, we've got everything in this cave that we need to take care of. As long as, you know, people haven't cleared it out, we should be okay. Oh, there's that first priest we've seen. And a rogue. So far, we've seen nothing but warriors and shamans. So, seeing a priest and a rogue, that's pretty neat. Gotta love it. Really? Okay. Ah, someone's in here taking everything out already. Oh! We've already had 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh my goodness. Look at all these poor dudes. The whole room littered with them. You can tell, like, this guy had heirloom gear. Ooh, that used up a ton of mana. Ah, it's just crazy. All these poor guys that were trying to do a challenge and ended up biting the dust. Now, that's not to say that they weren't doing other hardcore challenges or nightmare challenges or even the Iron Man challenges, which are 100% solo. So, like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, boy, howdy, I don't know how y'all bit the dust that fast. I mean, there is that one challenge where you take, like, 300% more damage from physical and, like, 500% more from magic or vice versa. I don't remember, but it definitely makes you play a different way. I can tell you that. Jump, jump. Oh. There we go. And jump. We're gonna go ahead and get our way out of here. There's nothing down there, bud. No reason to teleport. I mean, like, I know we're trying to get this done as fast as possible, but I'd rather just take everything out on our way out instead of teleporting, because that's going to give us more XP to do this. I feel bad for all those people that didn't make it that far into here. I mean, did they like try and run in here at like level 2? Like, what the heck, man? Who is this guy? Warrior? No. Sagorash? I know at one point somebody had sent us, and I think I have it saved. I'll have to go figure it out. Sent us a like a Google Doc of how to build this guy with 3 different versions of a tank build, depending on how we wanted to do it. There was a fire, there was a sword and board, and then there was I forget what the third one was, but the one that we were building was pretty darn powerful. We made it to 44 with no real issues. Dungeons were, some of them were a little tricky just because I don't know all of the dungeons, but I can also tell you that once you get up to about 40, 45, we're gonna go do Call of Earth real quick before we go start the new stuff. Got to level 6, nice. Like you can do a ton of damage as the spellcaster version. We'll keep the healing pot. We need this and we need that. So that gets turned in here. See? And she gives us a useless pouch. I actually like that they did that for people that don't have access to heirlooms or inventory slots or any of that kind of stuff. Like, being able to get bags as early on is super important. Okay, it does say that we have new totem and our healing wave is now ranked up. Nice. And let me guess, you are collecting plants there, Mr. Undead? Yes, you is. Smart choice. I mean, it's just free money and XP, you know? Anything to give you a slight edge on leveling capacity, you want to do. That's why I'm going to collect as much of this that we can get. I'm going to collect all of the World Forged items that we can find. Like, anything I can do to give us more money, more XP, the better. The only thing I'm not going to do is pop a scroll or, you know, like, go get a scroll or go get an XP pot or something of that nature. Because if we die, we have to start over. Because I want to complete the challenge. Let's see, Call of Earth. Got it, okay. Oh. Only thing I don't like about this armor set is these big old shoulder plates, but it really does, like, if we were playing Tauren, These things are massive. Because the Tarns are just so gosh darn big. Problem is even though we're 30 minutes in and we're only level 6, I bet you if we had played a Taran 30 minutes in, we'd probably be like level 4. Like that right there is the most running that we have to do here in the valley for this particular. Well, not true technically. The running back and forth here is kind of annoying, but like the one that really doesn't make sense to me is when you have to run from completing this to come down here to come back up here to then come back down here. Like that's too much back and forth, but it is what it is. But we're gonna get some nice money here in just half a second from this guy. So he gives us Earth Totem, which is nothing, it's sellable. But then it gives you this neck piece if you don't already have a neck piece. We're using the tank one because I want more health and ability to defend ourselves. If I was going spellcaster or like melee, I would do the warrior or sorcerer one. We also are running the 2 tank rings. Eventually, I want to get. I'm also running the tank shield too. The only thing I'm running that's gonna be quote unquote spellcaster-ish is the Blessed Hammer of Grace. Because that allows us to restore mana. I don't have items well enough to be able to do the dual wield tank spec, so we have to kind of go sword and board unless I want to start crafting weapons, in which case we'll have to lose herbalism to pick up mining. Or not mining, blacksmith. And I don't quite want to do that. Let's see, this totem, is this another earth totem? This gives me armor, and this just slows. I don't care about the slow. Got to level 7, though. We are moving and grooving. Looks like I've got 2 plants over here, plus the last mask that we need. We may end up getting rid of mining just to grab up alchemy if we're not... Because I haven't seen any... Yeah. As of right now, all I'm finding is plants. I haven't found any copper nodes. If that keeps up, here, I'm just going to start collecting this. If I can get a couple stacks before we get out of here, we'll get rid of mining and just go with herbalism alchemy and just make pots. As much as I don't want to do that because that kind of costs money to do. I think it would be more beneficial than hoping to find mining nodes. Still, nothing but plants. What up, Druid? I thought about doing a Druid too, because they're kind of in the same boat. They can tank, they can heal, they can do melee DPS, physical DP, or magical DPS, that kind of stuff. So I thought about doing it, but then I was like, you know what? I liked the Shaman. We didn't get to complete the Shaman because we went to Diablo, but it is what it is now, so. My only concern in this cave is going to be the guy at the very end. Cool. Give me the stupid essence, please. Hey, it's the most I've had to take out on a snake in a while. I'm not overly complaining. It's more XP for us, but it's just frustrating because it's like I don't want to have to kill the entire cave in order to get the items we need, you know? Alright, there's the bat. Don't need it. Ooh, don't need any more bats. We need serpents and spiders. Bat, and spider. Okay, got the spider one. Now we just need the serpent. There it is. This is the guy that I'm not looking forward to. Alright, let's drop that. Make sure we've got this. I mean, we're level 7. We should have this no problem, but... you never know. Anything can go wrong. We could run out of mana. We could glitch the guy. There we go. Whew. Alright, and then we pull that up so that it doesn't accidentally taunt anything. Now we should get enough XP from that to level. I'm not sure why my XP bar is being goofy on showing me my slate. But it's fine. Because I know over on like COA I had it to where it would tell me if I was going to level up by completing all the quests.
Hey there.
65, yeah. There it is, level 8. Earthshot got upgraded. Lightning Bolt. Stone Claw Totem. Lightning Shield. Heck yeah, bud. for a shield spell. Stoneclaw is also an Earth Totem. This one is, it taunts the creatures. Attacking is going to have a 50% chance to be stunned for 3 seconds. Stoneclaw Totem also protects all your totems, causing them to absorb 21 damage. So, we'll throw that one out there just to be on the safe side. But there we go. Level 8. I still feel like we're going so much faster than the warrior. Man, we did that warrior. I felt like we didn't even get close to finishing the starting zone. But anyway, so just so you guys know, lightning shield here causes 16 nature damage to anything that hits us. We get 3 charges of it, so you do have to constantly proc it. Eventually, there will be a deal where I don't have to continuously proc it, because it will auto proc anytime, or it'll auto summon it anytime I use one of my other skills. So there's that. So now, what we have to do is run way back down here, tell this guy, hey, this is what happened, there was this, you know, cave, and we went in, and we had to take out some spirits, and then we took out a flying serpent, and then we came back up, and then we had to help unchain some elementals, what do you think? And he'll be like, oh, there's these devotees and a sorceress that you gotta go take out, and then we go take them out, and then we have to run back to him and be like, hey, so we killed all those people. And then he'll be like, oh, cool, you should go talk to my master. He's in this other town. So much fun. Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of mining, because, like, I guess we'll have to see what it's like when we get out of the out of the Valley of Trials. There might be somebody just running around collecting all the mining before I can find it. I am not positive, though. But, like, we're almost at 1 full stack of each.
Loktar. Blood and thunder.
Make sure you pick up both quests from this guy. Otherwise, you're going to run out there and start doing the quest and then realize you have to go back out there to do it, so. Alrighty. So now we're just waiting until level 10 so that we can unlock this here. For tanking, we're going to get Flame, Strength of Earth, Earthen Guardian. That's all good there. Under Restoration, we don't really get anything until much later on that you would get all the really big heals. And then under Elemental, which is our DPS here, we would get Searing Totem and Flame Shock Totem, which is nice. So, Searing Totem helps do damage if we need it. But I believe it's also our first Fire Totem, so we can have it out along with these other two, or one of these other 2 totems. So, now we need 5 of these dudes and a sorceress we gotta take out. Woo! That person startled me. I was like, dang, I didn't know there was a person there. So far, Shaman has turned out to be really, really good. We're able to take out targets pretty quickly. Like I said, the only other build I was honestly considering, just because I know it's not as expensive as some of the other classes get, is the Druid. And that's because, again, it has the ability to tank, heal, range DPS, melee DPS, the whole 9 yards. Ooh, someone already bit the dust up here. I don't know where you're running to there. Level 6 Shaman. How are you only level 6 up here? That's insane. You know you get credit for the kill if you actually attack it, they're special. Okay, you could have helped take her out and got credit for it, because it's just a slay quest. It's not a gather an item from her quest line. But you're level 6. There's no way they're taking that girl out. Like, we almost ran out of mana trying to take her out. She didn't really do that much health damage to us, because we had the taunt totem, which was good. Plus, we could pop our other totem when the taunt was on cooldown. So... and then we fall down here. And then we fall down this way. Oh, somebody died up here. Ooh, oh, I missed. Oh. $39 herbalism. Okie dokie. Alright, now we can get out of here. Fastest way to run out of here, though, is actually to run through here and then fall over. Instead of out and around. Ah, either somebody is finding all of the copper nodes that are usually spawning out here and picking them up before we can get to them, or there's just no copper nodes spawning out here. Level 4 Orc Warrior. Let's turn all that in. We're going to go pick up the Book of Ascension, which is going to be an inn and most likely upgrading our gear.
What do you need?
Look at that. Almost got to level 9 before happening to head to Ascension Village, which is great. Rank up. And visit an innkeeper. Okay. Now, if you guys haven't seen any of our hardcore challenges so far, the way we do this, now that we're done with Valley of the Trials, is we actually go run way up here. We're going to come up to Razor Hill and pick up all the quests that Razor Hill has. Then we will come back down here to Sinjin Village. Because that will allow us to get our mount. That's going to allow us to get a couple quests that we can do in the south. Plus, it just makes it easier when we're trying to run back up. We can do more quests as we try to get to Razor Hill. It just makes questing that much faster. So that's kind of where we're at, what we're working on there. I'm hoping the cart is here to get us to town a little bit faster. By the way, if you need bag space, that's a bag right there that you can pick up. Bags just don't sell, so I don't really pick those up. Because they don't have a sell value. If they did, I'd pick them up all day long, but they don't. Alright, moment of truth. If we can find any copper ore on our way. If we can't, we're getting rid of mining. There's usually some on this side, so I'm going to run over here. Silverleaf, Silverleaf. I'm confused. Did they accidentally delete all the copper nodes out of Bronzebeard? Like, were they like, mining is just way too powerful, we gotta get rid of it? Like, what the heck is going on? Warrior and Rogue. I think that's our second Rogue we've seen. Yeah, I guess we can get rid of mining. We're not finding any nodes. That is so weird. Just pick up alchemy, I guess. There it is. Oh. Do. Right.
Brawlhall. Go forth to victory. For the Horde. McGraw.
The mounts. I mean, we're a shaman. It just makes sense to go with this one, right? Okay, now we are going to pick up every quest we can get our hands on here.
Victory. Loktar.
There are a couple exceptions, like the ones that want us to go out to the Barrens. We're not going to pick that up. I am going to do this stay a while quest because it's really simple. You just wait for him to say one extra line, and then you just go, meh, I've heard enough. Enough. Don't talk no more. Stay up here and be silent.
Strength and honor.
There you go. What's up? And while he's chitter-chatting, I can do some other stuff. And then, now that I see that he said the second line, I just talk to him and say, I'm good. Free 603 XP. Obviously, we can't do the book, because that one's the less running more rezzing quest, which you don't want to do as a hardcore character. We're going to grab water. We're going to go ahead and make this our inn.
May your blades never dull.
Just to be on the safe side. If we had time, we would wait the 15 minutes just to get the XP bonus from this. But we need to run up here, grab him, grab this, and then there's like one other quest that we need to turn in. Esgrimor's Master. He's right up there. Dang, a level 11 undead rogue. That's our third rogue we've seen. There's a hunter. He's level 10, which means he should be doing his hunter quests now.
Strength and honor.
So he can learn how to tame beasties. Level 9. I think people are starting to get the memo that this is the fastest starting zone, because I've seen undead, I've seen night elves. I mean, obviously the orc and trolls start here. I haven't seen any Taurens, so maybe people just really don't like the Tauren. I wouldn't blame them. I mean, if we made a Tauren, I would definitely use the travel permit to come here anyway. My mount's too big.
Blood and thunder.
Alright. Now that we have all those quests, now we get to go down to Sinjin Village. The fastest way is hopefully to be able to grab the cart and take it south. If the cart's not here, then we have to start running, which is kind of a bummer, but is what it is. If we make it to Sinjin, though, without seeing any mining nodes, we are definitely going to get rid of mining. Oh, cart's here. Can I make it? Come on, 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 come on. Yes! Because at this point, I'm starting to think they got rid of mining. Like, at least the copper nodes, I don't understand it. Because there's no way somebody is picking them up faster than we can find the respawns for them. You know what I mean? It's just weird. Let's go. Add-ons. could have sworn I had a... gatherer on here. Just turn on all the questy ones that I have. But yeah, I thought I had a add-on for gatherer that may have just been on COA though. I'm not sure. Come on, load up so that we don't accidentally start running back towards town. Okay. This. Yeah, I don't know. We should hit level 10 though before we have to go take out Zalazane. So, we'll see.
What you want?
By the way, you can come here to get your mount stuff, but I just find it easier to go do it up in Razor Hill, since I'm up there to collect all those quests anyway.
Who you be? Later. See ya later. Okito. How you do it, man? Talk to me.
Maybe I get skinning so that we don't have to really spend money. Because like the thing is I'm doing the professions for money. I'm not doing the professions for well, money and XP. I'm not doing it because I want to level said profession. So maybe we just get rid of mining for leatherworking. You know what I mean? Or for skinning, not leatherworking. I'm still going to wait and see if we can find any copper nodes. If we don't see any pretty quick, then yeah, we're going to have to get rid of it because it's not going to be helping us at all. If I was honestly trying to level a profession on this guy, at this point it would definitely be herbalism alchemy, just because we're finding way more plants than we are any mining nodes. Peace bloom, silver leaf. See what I mean? Oh. Oh, man. Corpse of Trollior got taken out. I need to take out some of these things so I can get the canvas scraps, but it's not a requirement. I pick it up just because it is capable of being completed while I'm down here with the centaurs. Another person bit the dust right there. But, when we go take on the, castle for, what's that? Is it the Betrayers? Vanquish the Betrayers quest, I think is what it is. We'll end up getting all of our stuff from there, too. It makes me wonder, like, what... Oh, there's our first mining node. Holy cow. But it makes me wonder, like, what what challenges are people doing that we're finding their corpses? I mean, I get if they're not wearing, like, heirloom gear like we are, but even then, it's like, you shouldn't be getting taken down that fast unless you really just don't know your character that well. You know what I mean? So... Alright, well, copper nodes do in fact exist. We got one. It's just, for whatever reason, they are super rare right now. Want to buy 96 DP for 2,400 gold? Why do you keep running so close to the fire to burn yourself? That makes no sense there, Mr. Level 7 Warrior. You definitely do not have heirloom gear, because I see you wielding the bone club, and, like, your gear looks hodgepodged. Hunter, with no pet. Level 6 Troll Hunter. Come over here. We're going to grab this for free monies. By the way, that's the fishing trainer if you ever need or decide that, hey, fishing is the thing I want to do in this game. More power to you. But that's where you can get it if you don't have the Book of Learning. I highly recommend being very careful. When you come out this way, there is an elite that will spawn, a rare. He hits like a truck. He will end your run if you are by yourself. It does not matter what build you are on. Maybe if you're a level 10 hunter or a level 10 warlock, so you have your tank pets, maybe then, sure, go for it. But outside of that, I would not recommend trying to take him on. Thank you for the sub, CM. Really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Maybe when we remake this character for the actual challenge tonight when I get home, maybe we, build him as a Tauren instead of an Orc. And then, go from there. I am thinking about trying to maybe do some Smite 2 on the channel, just because I know, like, MOBAs are pretty popular sometimes, so... So, I'm only doing Bronzebeard because COA is down, plus there's the month-long community challenge going on right now on Bronzebeard, otherwise I would be on Area 52. But if you have any questions about the classes, let me know. I have played all the different classes that are on Bronzebeard. We have not maxed them out. The only ones that we have maxed out are the Hunter and the Mage, are the only two that we've gotten to max levels, so... bear that in mind, but I would be more than happy to answer any questions you have about the classes. Or just questions in general. See ya. I need 2 more eyeballs. I've got a Shaman and Pally maxed on Bronzebeard. Just Looking for fun ones. I mean, it really just depends on what you mean by fun. I think Mage is pretty fun if you go Arcane. Early on, it has an absolutely atrocious mana consumption, but for dungeons, when I can throw one Arcane Orb, as long as it hits the wall, and you just watch my damage skyrocket like crazy, I think that's the most fun you can have with a spellcaster. Leveled as fire until I got Arcane Orb, and then I just did dungeons from there. Yeah, I wish I didn't have work today so that I could actually participate with the hardcore challenge when it starts. That's why we're kind of doing a test run right now with the Shaman just to see how well he does. But yeah, leveling, I would say probably go Frost. I did it with Fire just because I wanted to try a Mystic Enchant called Fire, Fireball. Not that great, by the way. Uses up way too much mana. I'd recommend going Frost until you get to around level 30, and then, well, if you're doing the hardcore challenge and you're doing it solo, just say Frost. Feral Druid's rough, man. I'm not gonna lie. It is. It's a rough one to try. That was one of the first classes I tried on Bronzebeard was a Druid. I was like, oh, I'll just go Boomkin. I remember Boomkin. Boomkin used to do really good, and Boomkin does not do really good until you're probably around level 30, 35 with Mystic Enchants to help Boomkin do really good. Feral does a little bit better in damage, but it still takes way too much damage. So yeah, my biggest recommendation, if you're going to go Druid, go Tank until you get Mystic Enchants. Like, if you already have the Mystic Enchants, by all means, you know, go for it. But if you're still trying to hunt down the Mystic Enchants, I don't recommend it. The reason why I'm going Shaman right now is I have most of the Mystic Enchants for tanking. So. If you want one with, like, high explosion mobility, I would go Survival Melee Hunter. You don't need a pet, though you could use one. And then, I mean, I would recommend having a pet anyway. Just don't use the Lone Wolf perk. But yeah, I mean, Hunter's pretty good. You get Explosive Shot and Black Widow. Was it Black Widow Sting or whatever it's called? It turns your Black Widow shot and explosive shots into meleeable skills. And it just, overall, it's really nice. I thought it was a lot of fun. Still need 2 more eyeballs. We haven't seen any kitty cats. Somebody's taken all the kitty cats out. No eyeball from that one. Jeez, we're just not having any luck getting the Makura eyes. It's gonna be our last egg, but I want to take this guy out first. There's our first pelt. Nice. If you're going to go Feral Druid, you want anything that could potentially increase the amount of damage your basic attack does, or allows you to get into stealth faster. Those are my recommendations if you're going to go Feral. Because the way to do the most amount of damage in Feral is to start from stealth, hit the target, and then apply bleeds and stuff like that. Just need one more pelt. Hopefully this guy will give it to me. We still need 2 eyes. There we go. We need 2 eyes in order to complete Solvent Spirits. Then we need to go and take out all the trolls and pick up a skull. And then all of these quests are done, and we'll be level 10. Man, they just don't want to give me these eyeballs. Deadly Bite. Deadly Bite's good. That's good. Though the legendary you don't get till 30, which is kind of a bummer in my opinion. That's why I like Area 52. Because then you can be like, oh, I'm going to do this archetype. Finally got one more. You can be like, oh, I'm going to do this one archetype. And you get to automatically start off with that legendary enchant to help with your build. There we go. Finally done with that quest. Jeez. And I have a feeling that there's going to be people out here taking out all these trolls. Yeah, look at this. Woo! So many people already. This is not going to be fun for this quest. It's fine. What I can do, since these guys are all running around, is I'm just going to go over here where Zalzane spawns. We're going to pick up his skull, and then we'll just stand here and wait. There will be Hex Trolls that will spawn. There will be Voodoos that spawn. The plus side is, with the exception of Zalzane, is it's just a takedown quest. So all you got to do is tag them, and you get the deal for it. So I can go bam like that. And now when this one goes down, there's one for me. So, with the exception of Zalzane. Or Zalazane? I think it's Zala. Yeah, Zalazane. Can I get to it before they kill him? Yeah, I got it. See, this is the part that I like. It's just, when all I have to do is tag something to get it, it's so much better. Oh. If I remember correctly, I can get on top of this and it doesn't do fire damage to me. That's going to be the real bummer for if I can get Devin to play with me. is I don't know what classes he's picked up any legendary enchants on, if he's picked up any legendary enchants at all. Like, I know where to go find most of the legendary enchants, or at least I have access to the server that has all the enchants listed for each class. I've got a druid over here somewhere. That was Moonfire that just nailed that guy. Alright, so we need 3 more voodoo, 4 more hex. Here's a hex troll right here. I just want to stay in this area because this is where the most voodoos come from. There, help him take that guy out. Got it. Right? There it goes. Oh, it's like, hello? Nope. I'm not gonna have time. Oh, I got it just in the nick of time. Heck yeah. Alright, need 1 more of those. That's fine. Get stuck. Last voodoo troll right here. Bam! Shaman, Mystic Scrolls. Alright, so we want Shamanistic Strikes. Even though I think technically I already have that collected. Yeah. So we'll just grab up that one. Love it. Oh, I'm in combat with a voodoo troll. Can't you see I'm trying to do something, bud? Maybe I go warrior for hardcore. Maybe a Tarring Gladiator stance warrior. I mean, I guess my problem is I just feel like the warriors level so much slower or take too long to get to. You know what I mean? Boom. So now we have that. At level 15, we'll be picking up Earthen Spike. Because we'll be able to get Earthen Guardian anyway. Actually, I think I already have access to Earthen Guardian. Yeah, right here. Dang. I'm going to have to go to an altar so I can put that on here. Yeah, we'll have to go Earthen Guardian first. Oh well. We'll be able to fix that here in a sec. Alright. We are completely done with this area now. Look at that. All done here. We can go up here to get the carry your weight stuff. It's not that big of a deal. Got a lot of buffs going. Yeah, I'm not in a rush. Just want to have as much fun as I had with the two-handed Wind Fury Shaman. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I think Warrior could be fun. My problem with Warrior is it just feels super slow. And that's just me. I've always, like, when I first started playing WoW, I was a huge, like, melee guy. I wanted to be up in front of everybody's face, beating on them. And now I want to be as far away so I can see everybody's effects. I want to see people throwing their spells and doing their skills and all that fun jazz. Like, I want to see it. Whereas, like, beforehand, I was like, man, I just want to be up close and personal and beating on stuff. So I like the spellcasters now. I think they're a lot more fun for me. All right, let's get all this stuff turned in so we can head up and finish getting this as well as the rest of this stuff done. This will get us close to level 11, which is nice. Good to know. It's only taken us an hour and a half to get there. And like for the shaman that we're trying to run right now, I'm wanting to go more tanky because I feel like that's our best bet to stay alive.
Relax. How you doing, man?
And I could be way off base. I mean, let's see. We have one essence enhancement.
Who you be? Stay away from them.
Now we get to go pick up our stuff for the shinies. Alright, so we could go enhancing totems, increases effect of your strength of earth and flame tongue totems by 5%. I like that. Okay. Earthing grasp increases the health of your stone claw totem by 25% and the radius of your earthbind totem by 10% and reduces the cooldown of both totems by 15. Okay. Intellect by 2%. Using a stone claw while Earthing Guardian is active has a 33% chance to reduce all damage taken by 20% for 2 seconds. In addition, 33% of the threat generated by the damage of your Searing Totem and Magma Totem will be redirected to me instead. I like that. I'm going to go with that. Once I can get somewhere where I can use a Mystic Altar. In fact, I think I have... yeah, there we go. I was like, I could have sworn I got one of these ages ago. If you're by yourself and you have the ability to do this, definitely just run back and forth to pick up this. You'll have all 6 by the time you get to this castle. That's why I do the quest lines the way I do. Yes, it takes a little bit of extra, like, oomph to... or a little bit of extra prep time in order to get where we need to be. Oh, look, here we go. We're finally seeing copper nodes now. Goodness. But yeah, so... that's my biggest recommendation is to go to Razor Hill, pick up all the quests. It just makes doing them a little bit faster. If you're playing with 2 people, it does make this particular line of quests a little... goodness. A little more difficult. I would recommend at that point, one person grab one side, one person grab the other side, and then when you get to this point, however many you have is how many you have. You just run up here, do this quest, and then come back out to the road, and then make your way up to encroachment instead. Once we can get to town, we'll use our Mystic Altar to change. Instead of the one for the Shamanistic Strike, or Primal Strike, sorry, we'll switch it over to Earthing Guardian so that we can get the benefits from that. Because we're going to need it for our Earthen Upheaval when we hit level 15. Ooh. Looks like people pulled a few too many and bit the dust where they shouldn't have. You can stun me, but it's not going to really do you any good there, Marine. Searing Totem? Oh, train all. I was like, hello? Let's pick up Flame Shock, put that on our bar. Searing Totem, we're going to put on our bar. And then we're good there for now. Enhancement, we want Earthen Guardian. Let's get out our Flame Tongue, because I actually like Flame Tongue better. And there we go. We didn't get credit for those, but I helped. It's never good when in the distance I can see someone just running in place. What's up, Mr. 1? Level 7 Orc Hunter. There we go. Woo! Lots of warriors, though. I will tell you, CM, I have found lots and lots of warriors in here so far. It seems like warrior is a very popular class. I will say that, so. We'll go ahead and take this guy out. They're making their way up to the very tippity top, so. We're gonna have to sit here and wait. Oh my goodness. Oh, this quest might be a giant pain to try and do. Anyone on hardcore? Question mark. Nope, none of them were on hardcore. If they were all group up, they would be able to do this one time instead of having to have everybody try it. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to sit here and wait, man. That's gonna be the bummer for us, because we don't have that much longer before I have to get off for work. You're a warrior, my dude. You should be up here. Hopefully they increase spawn rates here shortly. I'm surprised they haven't already, because like for me, in an hour the hardcore challenge is gonna go live. You know what I mean? So like, oh, I don't know why I said I had less than 30 minutes. It's only 10 o'clock. Dude, I got an hour, bro. Forgot I started relatively early. I'd have to go look. Actually, let's throw the taunt one. Got it. And then we got the key, so we want to come up here. See, a lot of people don't know about this quest, which is weird. Because if you take him down, like, if all you're trying to do is take down the guy, then yeah, absolutely, like, you're good. The rules say 1,600 servers, right? But like, when I went to go look at it, it said 1,600 server time, and then as soon as it said that, it also told me that it doesn't start until 11 a.m. my time. So, I mean, let's finish up this quest right here. Let's go turn in stuff. We need more sailors. We'll run to town, and then I can just create a character real fast and find out. There's usually... Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. There's usually a bunch of sailors up over this way, so... I don't think there's 6 of them. We haven't had the best luck trying to get sailors taken out, but... Chat says we still have an hour, though. Like, in-game chat is still saying an hour. Nope, somebody just cleared this, but we can come over here. We can grab up all this. Oh, that's a marine. I don't need marines. They're the easy ones to get. It's the dang sailors that, if you've got more people out here, it's rough. Stop yelling. I ain't tired yet. Yeah, not 100% sure, but from what chat is saying in-game, we still have an hour. So we'll see. But, either way, I don't know if I would want to... I'll wait, be safe with it. Yeah. Well, from what I understand is it's going to be a thing that will pop up in the hardcore guys' stuff. Like, it will be a completely different challenge that's only going to be active for the whole month. Only reason I'm running a hardcore right now is just to kind of make sure that I'm in that mindset when I have to remake my character this evening. So we'll see. I'm not 100% sure. The known TWOW Hardcore Inferno Guild looking for all hardcore. We attempt to build a hardcore and keep carrying the torch forward. I don't know. Yeah, that option has already popped up with the leveling challenges and trials. Really? What's the name of it? Because the only thing I can think is, like... Okay. Alright, well, I mean, if it says it's already active, then, yeah, we can go ahead and start it. Let me,
For the Horde.
let me turn all this in real quick, just to be on the safe side. Because if it's not active, then, we'll come back to this guy. But, we'll see. I think I'm gonna make a Taran Shaman, though. I think that makes more sense. Let's just sit here for just a second. Let's log out. But if it's already showing the new option, then yeah. We'll have not a whole lot of time to re-level the Shaman, but... Alright, create a new character. We're gonna go Taran. Male, because they're beefy. Shami. Yeah, the new rewards are up there. I don't know, may still wait. Well, you can find out with me. How about that? Hardcore. We're gonna go Shammy, Tank, Hardcore. Just the reverse, basically, of the current character we have. Boop, 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 boop. Yes, finish. Come on. I just need to get everything situated off my screen real fast. Boop. Okay. Where's Hardcore Boy? There he is.
Traveler.
Bam. All right. Yeah. So it is good. Weekly. Well, this says weekly, but it's technically monthly. Because here you go. You get the achievement. You get the Fell Saber. You get the prestigious cash. Or you get 2 of those. There's the 500,000, and then you get all this stuff right here. So yeah, let's go activate. Okay, let's get everything set up really fast then, and It is that one. Close. Move you, move you, move you, get rid of you. This comes down here. Take both of those off. Quest line goes here. We're gonna go in. Vanity. Summon you. Summon you. Very quickly. Travel permit, deliver, because we're going to use that here in just half a second. Heirlooms. We want to go. One of those for mana. Tanking. Tanking. Then we want all of the preen set. Then 2 of these. Totem. Health. Hammer. And that should be everything, I believe. Okay. And then we're going to go travel permit. Trolls. Back over to vanity. We want to go wardrobe. Cosmetics. Auto loot. Sets. Okay. 50p, we want Book of Artisans, we want Book of Ascension, we want, that's it from there. Artisans real quick, we're picking up Alchemy again, or Alchemist and Miner. And then pick up everything else. Get rid of you. Keep this. This, and then we keep that book out, and we're good to go. Oh. All right.
What do you need? Down.
So we have just a little bit of time to try and get all this caught back up to the other guy, which is kind of a bummer, but at the same time, like, we knew that this is what was going to happen when the new challenge dropped. And we basically have a month to get this guy up to max level. I think we can do it well within a month as long as we don't die. So... in theory, we should have a lot more people trying the hardcore challenge now. Oh, I accidentally picked up alchemy. Wow, I'm dumb. Skills, alchemy, unlearn. We wanted herbalist, not alchemy. mean, it's a good idea to go skinning when you're in a starting zone like this. They really needed to up the spawn rate. Because I can tell you this, a lot of people are going to want to do this challenge at a certain point, and certain quests are going to be incredibly difficult because the spawn rate's going to be so low. I think I already have that. Yes, I already own it. There are people dueling out here? Is that what I'm seeing over there? Another orc shaman. God, look at all these poor guys that just bit the dust. I feel bad for some of them, you know what I mean? Like, they come out because they're like, oh, I can do this challenge. Whatever challenge it is, like this guy was doing Iron Man Lonely Survivor and Iron Man High Risk and Spellbinder Roulette. Spellbinder Roulette. Hardcore, you know what I mean? So, like, the Spellbinder one, man, has got to be rough. I can't imagine doing Spellbinder. Because, like, every 30 seconds you're telling me I can't use one of these two skills for potentially healing, and if you're not paying attention to which one is what, you accidentally use it, it's insta-death. There's no coming back from it, you know what I mean? While we wait for Sarkov, we're just going to go ahead and start taking out Scorpids that are up here. We don't need them except for the XP while we wait. Ooh, stop missing, Karin. I got one more Thunderbolt in me. Alright, smack him. Ha 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 ha. I wonder if I've got an outfit that looks better. Sets. Eh. I mean, I like the druid look of it. I think I'm gonna go this just cause. We'll change the back piece at some point, I think. Alright, level 3. Yeah, early game Hunter is a little rough. Especially because, unless they've changed it, and I don't know, Hunter in Bronzebeard has to worry about ammo. That's what I liked about going the melee build, is because, yeah, there were some skills that required melee, or required arrows, but they were so much less of a requirement than either of the other two Hunter builds. So here. Who do I got? Orc Hunter, Orc Hunter. So dual hunters there. Nice.
Blood and thunder.
Each one running a slightly different look.
Strength and honor. Loktar.
Complete this while I'm here in town.
How you doing, man? Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Just need one more.
Sub.
Boom. Okay. That part of that quest is now done. So now we need... Oh. I thought I took all the pigs out. Apparently we did not. I need one more. There we go. Who do I turn this into? There we go. Wow, that's slowing me down. Orc Shaman!
Strength and honor. Strength.
And there we go. Alright, so now we need apples, peons, the whole 9 yards that way. Okay, so then we're going to put you, and then water. I'm not too worried about professions, because a lot of people are going to be running around grabbing them. So... right now, I just want to run around and make sure that we're getting the quests done.
Work.
Something's not completed because I don't see the quest for apples popping. Hold on, I've messed something up. God dang. Trying to go too fast. That's what the problem is. I'll text Devin here in a little while when I'm getting ready for work, and I'll be like, hey, if you're wanting to do the hardcore challenge with me, I'm making a Shaman tank. Here's how far I got. This is what race I'm playing. This is the starting zone I went to, that kind of stuff. That way, if he wants to play with me as we go along, he should be able to catch up relatively quickly. We will see, though. Boom. Need 2 more apples. It's nice when I can see people that obviously are not doing some of the quests in the correct order. Whole 3 orc shaman out here doing the... Scorpid quest. How did she get the first hit? I was casting first. Apples are done. Bro, why is the Tauren like the worst when it comes to hitting things? Like, come on, bro. Alright, you can keep taking those guys out. I want to make sure that I get this peon before anybody else does. because I hate waiting on the peons. There's places I can go to get scorpions, so I'm not worried about the scorpion quest. We're already done with the apples. Okay, he's not asleep, so we'll attack the scorpion right now. He's level 4. He should be going to sleep here in just a minute. So we'll go take on this vile familiar real quick. Okay, what'd I tell you?
Ain't not that kind of orc. Okie dokie.
Get back to work, punk. Ah, alright. I think the goal that the dev team is trying to do for this was they were hoping that everybody was going to team up and just have one giant mob trying to do quests.
Something you doing?
Oh, I just want to sleep right there instead of waiting for that one guy.
Work.
Okay, we're done with the peons. We need 2 more scorpion tails. I need 1 more vile familiar. At a certain point, we're going to have to go into town. Yep, I already own that. We're going to need to go into town so we can sell everything. Okay, that's all done. We need scorpion tails, so just on our way back to town, we can grab those. Technically, I could run into the cave now to do the dangerous sample. Here's the thing. I don't know why anybody would do that when you're going to have to go back into the cave anyway, so you might as well just turn all this stuff in, get to level 5 if you're lucky enough to get to level 5, and then go back into the cave, pick up the mining pick, pick up the dangerous sample, pick up the burning medallion, run out of there, and just go from there. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much faster to do that. Level 2 warlock. Honestly, I think for a good duo combination for me and Dev is if I'm going to be a quote-unquote tank self-sustained healer type thing for a hardcore challenge, since we don't have to worry about dungeons, is I would highly recommend him being any high DPS class. So heirloom pleb. I mean, take full advantage of getting as much XP as you can, man. Like,
What do you need?
it really does help make it to where I only have to worry about leveling. I don't have to worry about making sure I have gear and stuff like
Blood
that.
and thunder.
Um,
For the Horde.
But yeah, I mean, like, I think he should go like mage. Warlock would be good. Something of that nature. I know he said he was gonna go do a paladin. Paladins can be okay, but I mean, he can play whatever he wants. I'm just saying, I think it would be better to go mage, warlock, even hunter.
Brawl.
And I think it would be in that order too, as far as like DPS is concerned. But I don't know. We've got 30 minutes before I have to get off and get ready for work. If you guys are interested in seeing more hardcore content, that's what I'm going to be focused on. I'm hoping that COA will come up at some point. Because I want to get back into COA. That's where I enjoy the game the most. I was working on build videos, which are now permanently put on hold until we can get Vol'jin up, and then once Vol'jin's up, I'm gonna have to level everything back up to 60, because I guarantee they're gonna not carry over our characters. So I'm gonna have to get all that taken care of, and then we can start doing build videos from there. But in the meantime, we will be working on hardcore. If they die in hardcore, not a big problem. I will keep them as quote-unquote softcore characters to get them up to 60, but my focus will be trying to get them up to max level, all the classes, as a hardcore character. So if that is something that you're interested in, here on Bronzebeard and Area 52 until COA comes back up, make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Twitch, whichever. It's the best way to know when I go live. I try to stream for at least 2 to 2.5 hours every day, with the exception of whatever days I'm off throughout the month. So keep that in mind. I forgot to sell everything, but we're at 83 copper. I should have enough to get our level 4 stuff. Oh, nope, that took 1 silver. There we go. I can grab you. That's a silver. That's a silver. So, nope. I had enough to get Rockbiter. We're gonna have to come back up here anyway. Reason why I say we're gonna have to come back up here is I don't have the quest for the hooves, the druid quest. Or not druid quest, the Shaman quest. Call of Earth. I somehow missed that quest too. I was probably looking at stuff, but that's fine. We also need to sell, get some more waters. So we'll just complete the dungeon quest here. And then we'll come back up and grab just the 2 hooves that we need. And then turn that in, finish a Call of Earth. And move on from there. Not hardcore. You're a melee character, and you decided to go running off. Like, that's a you problem, bud. rogue went. Went invis. That's fine. We'll sit here and wait. Bummer. I didn't want to wait. Sure, we can be part of the group. Y'all are level 7. Do I want to know how you guys got to level 7 by the time you got to this quest? Not really sure how they did it. I mean, good job. They apparently know a leveling technique I do not know. Because I don't see them on, like... Because the only other thing I can think of, and you can't do it until you're level 8, I believe, is changing your war mode. So I don't know how they're level 7. That's trippy. More power to them, I suppose. If anybody else knows how they're leveling so gosh darn fast, please let me know. Especially since they're on a team. You don't get bonus XP for being on a team. You actually lose a little bit of XP in a 2-man group. Yes, you can take targets out faster, but... lot of shamans, man. Do I not get the Shaman quest because I'm a Tauren in the Orc area? Do I have to go back over to the Taurens to get my Shaman quest? Did I goof up by coming to the Valley of Trials?
What do you need?
Because he's supposed to give me the scroll thingy to go talk to the Darkspear Troll guy. I'm level 6, and I still don't have the quest. I could use this and go back over and see if the quest is there, and then do it, and then come back over here. So that's what I'll do. Let's sell everything, level up all of the stuff that we can, and then we'll go back over to the Tarn Zone, see if we can get just the Call to Earth quest. Grab some more of that. Book. Alright, so Earth Shock, yes, that goes there. You move there, you come off there. Earthbind Totem, don't care. Okay. Let's go back over to camp. Whatever. Wait for everything to respawn here. And we're looking strictly for the one that will give us our Shaman quest. Call of Earth, there we go.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
For Call of Earth, we need to come over here and get ritual salves. You know what? Forget it.
Greetings.
We're just going to stay here. We're going to pick up everything.
Goodbye.
Well met. We shall meet again.
Ah, I've been expecting.
Probably should have just stayed over here anyway. But it is what it is. It's all good and dandy.
Peace, friend. Be careful.
I can hearth back once we hit level 8. So, my primary focus is going to be completing Call of Earth. I just picked up everything else just in case. I probably won't have enough time to do too many more quests anyway. Level 3 Druid.
How may I aid you?
And boop. Five, 6, and 7 right here. I think it's ridiculous that we don't get the Call of Earth skill. Even though we're a shaman, even though shamans are in the orc starting zone, we can't get the Call of Earth from the orc shaman. We have to get it from our guy here, which is ridiculous in my opinion. But that's fine. Yep, we can go do this, grab the bonus quest that's up here as well. And then go turn everything in. I'm not really out here to try and do all of the quests. I mainly came out here to do Call of Earth and then go back over to the orc area. But might as well pick up everything that we can, do what we can to get as much XP while we're out here, and then go from there. Oh. You apparently respawned right behind that guy. Warrior. Level 5 warrior, yeah. I need... specifically, like, the bristleback quillboars don't do me any good. I need specifically, like, the shaman dudes, and I need 2 of them. Y'all are scared at some level 3s? Ba-ba-ba. That's a paladin that's about to die. I can't heal him? Huh. Because they're not doing the hardcore challenge. I can't heal them. That's dumb. There's one of the guys I need. That guy looks different. Is he an elite? Like a rare? Oh, he is! What level is he? He's a level 3 rare. We're gonna go take that guy on. Probably still haven't learned my lesson about taking on rares, but I'm gonna do it. I don't want to take on all of these guys. Okay, he's staying up there. I can take on these two, no problem. Then we just got to get mana back up. And then we're going to take that guy on. That is dope. I didn't realize that there was a rare out here. Plus it gives time for those guys to finish the quest that they're on. I don't know who you're yelling at to help you, but he's gone, bud. This is the last Shaman that I needed. There we go. So what did this guy give us? Earth Orb. Increases your armor by 34 and nature damage by 11 for 15 seconds. 1 minute cooldown. And it's a +1 offhand weapon that he gave, or yeah, offhand weapon that he gave it. So instead of his shield. You're not hardcore. You're not hardcore. You're not hardcore. Earthing out. Sorry, y'all. I'm hardcore. I need this so I can get out. Then there's a bonus quest up over here. And then just like that other person, we can hearth out because our hearth is actually still set to, what you call it. Well, bye. Usually there's 2 people in here, so I'm glad that there's not. And there we go. And just because I don't feel like running all the way back out. Oh, you're a hunter, so you're fine. There we go. Let's turn all this in and then go back over to the workplace.
Go in peace.
Nope. Rune inscribed note. Sure.
Ancestors watch over you.
That one will do because that's just to go talk to the shaman trainer.
Winds.
He's level 7.
I've been expecting you.
Now we can finish this.
How? We shall meet again.
You.
Ah, I've been expecting.
Okay, don't need anything else from here. So this quest we can abandon. And this quest we can abandon. All I need is this right here. And we should have the potion right there. Ugh. Oh. Well, that's kind of a bummer. That actually limits you a little bit more. Like, you have to do your starting zone before you use the, at least up to, what, level 3 or 4, whatever your class quest is at. I think it's 3. But you got to complete your class quest, and then you can, swap zones or whatever. I'm at the Shaman Shrine, you punk. Thank you. Okay, now we get to go turn it in. Level 7. Almost made it back to level 10 before we had to, or before we have to get off. But like I said, I will, I'll text Devin. I'll let him know where we got to. And then this will be what I'm working on. If COA, I'm going to be honest with you guys, if COA drops sometime during this month-long event they have going, we will be abandoning this challenge in order to go back to COA and start doing the hardcore challenges there, leveling there, getting builds done for there, because I think COA is just way more fun. Like, if I'm being brutally honest, no offense to the devs who've worked on Bronzebeard or Area 52 or Loon, but I think COA is just way more engaging, way more fun. With 21 unique classes, man, that's just, it's way better. Okay, that's now done, so we go here, travel permit, get us back over to the Valley of Trials. And now we have those who fell. So, we will get over here, we're going to turn that in, we'll do the quick little quests that he has. And then when it runs us over to the cave here, that's where we'll be ending it for today. I will probably jump on tonight if we're not playing Smite or COD when I get off work. And then I'll try to do a little bit of leveling off camera just to try and catch back up to where our other Shaman was. I'm going to look over the other Shaman just so I can be like, hey, this is what talents I need, this is what enchants we need, things like that. And then that way I kind of have a game plan so that we're not having to stop and look things up and all that fun jazz. Thank you. Are you a mage? Oh, you are a mage. How nice. We got a hit. Got another hit. There we go. That's done. That's one reason why I really wish I had Devin playing with me. Having that extra person to help complete quests makes it so much easier. There's level 8. Okay. Click on the book. Nobody at the entrance, so we're good to just walk on through.
How are you? Hey there.
Okay. And like I said, this is where I'm going to leave my guy because we're relatively safe right here. As long as we don't stay too close to the door or run down that way too far, we're relatively safe here. So I'm going to end that here, guys. If you want to see more of this hardcore challenge that they are doing all month long to get all of that juicy, juicy loot that we're able to get, just to kind of go over it real quick, not only do we get the inlaid cricket bracers, which, man, I don't care about that. We do get the achievement for it, which is great. We get a mount, which is awesome. But more importantly, we're going to get 2 of the prestigious caches. We're going to get 500,000 marks of Ascension. It comes in a pouch, which is tradable. Once you open it, they get stuck on whatever character that is. Plus, we still get the Ascension spoils. So we get the Trials Masters Trophy, 2 of those. And it looks like we get bullion up to 100 gold. No. I want to say it's a little bit more than that. It's like 250 gold. Yeah. So I think total it's 300 gold. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, so this is what I'm trying to get accomplished here, is this hardcore challenge versus like the the one that we were doing on the other guy. But here we go. So this is where we're at there. Trying to get this hardcore challenge done. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. We are going to be trying to make this Shaman a tank. If you're interested in seeing that, please, please, please make sure you follow me on Twitch or subscribe to me over on YouTube. That always helps out. If you like seeing this content and you want to see it more often, best way to help me is to donate or become a member. Either way, really, really does help. But I will catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there, have fun, and as always, stay legendary. Peace out, heroes.